As far as history can tell, there has always been a way for people from whichever religion to have their own way of calling for prayer time. For example, the Jews use barhu, the Hindus use shankha, the Christian use church bells.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. When the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam migrated to Medina, obviously all those persons who had converted to Islam, they also migrated together with the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They came to Medina. It was an obligation on all Muslims, especially men, that they should come to the mosque to say the 5 daily prayers in congregation. But they were facing some problem because there was no means to inform people about the exact time of prayer.
Holy Prophet ﷺ felt that there was a need for Muslims also to call people to prayer. Already he gave instruction to Hazrat Bilal Raziallahu Ta'ala to call people, to invite people to prayer. So he did so in his own words.
And during that period, of course, there was no clock, and all the Muslims, they had to guess the time of prayer, and this was causing some difficulty. So there were some companions who talk about this matter to the Holy Prophet ﷺ, and the Holy Prophet ﷺ decided to have a consultation with his companions to try to find some means to inform the people about the prayer time. During the consultation, they gave several suggestions, but there was no agreement. So the Holy Prophet ﷺ prayed to Allah so that they may find an appropriate way to inform people about the prayer time.
One early morning, Hazrat Abdullah bin Zayd Raziallahu Ta'ala said to the Holy Prophet about a dream which he had a night before, saying, "O Prophet of Allah, last night I saw in a dream that someone is reciting some words and inviting people to prayers." Then he recited the words. Hearing this, Hazrat Umar Raziallahu Ta'ala, who will be later coming the second Khalifa, he said to the Holy Prophet, "I had also seen in a dream the exact words that Hazrat Abdullah bin Zayd Raziallahu Ta'ala has just recited." So the Holy Prophet ﷺ had no doubt that this is divine. This comes from Allah, and this is the way to call people to prayer. And he gave instruction to give to Hazrat Bilal Raziallahu Ta'ala the wording so that he could call people to prayer.
The Holy Prophet ﷺ has instructed that whenever a Muslim hear the Adhan, he should repeat the word of the Adhan after the Muazzin.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح.
In the Ahadith, we see that the Holy Prophet ﷺ has also instructed that when we hear the words of the Adhan, Hayya ala salah and Hayya ala falah, those Muslims who are hearing this should say, La hawla wa la quwwata illa billahil aliyyil azim. There is no might, no power except in Allah, the Most High, the Great.
الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
The Holy Prophet ﷺ has also instructed in a hadith we see to say a prayer on completion when we have already the azan has been said. After azan there is a prayer.
اللهم رب هذه الدعوة التامة والصلاة القائمة آت محمدا الوسيلة والفضيلة والدرجة الرفيعة وابعثه مقاما محمودا الذي وعدته وارزقنا شفاعته يوم القيامة إنك لا تخلف الميعاد.
O Allah, Lord of this perfect call and of the congregational prayer, make Muhammad, peace be upon him, a means of our access to you, and bless him with excellence and a lofty office, and grant him the most exalted station thou hast promised him, and bless us with his intercession on the day of resurrection. Verily, thou goest not back on thy promise.
For namaz fajr, after Hayya al-Salah and Hayya al-Falah, we say As-salatu khairun minan nam 2 times. The translation is namaz is better than sleep. Are you sleeping? So we are inviting people to prayer, saying that prayer which you would come to say now is better than your sleep.
The person calling the azan is called the muazzin. Normally, a pious person is chosen who has a powerful voice and melodious voice, and the person will stand in a prominent place in the mosque facing the Qibla. Then he will call out the words of the azan in a loud voice, in loud melodious voice, to invite people to come to the mosque.
You have to have a certain knowledge of religion. It can't be anyone. So the first muazzin of Islam was Hazrat Bilal Razalatan.
As we all know, he was a slave who suffered terrible torture from his master, and he showed great perseverance and firm faith that it is up to now an example.
He was among the first Muslims of Abyssinia. So Holy Prophet ﷺ said Bilal would say the Adhan.
the Adhan was adopted as a means to inform people of prayer time, and since now, this is the way people are invited to come to the mosque.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah.